I mean, 99% of the world population doesn't understand why anybody would want to play a game where you pretend to be a truck driver. Hey everybody, Look Like Gamer here, playing American Truck Sim. We're going to be checking out Oklahoma today. And rather than going to the job market, I am just going to drive. Today is my first day off, so I slept in. And boy, oh boy, oh boy did I sleep in. Man, I haven't slept in that late in decades. I'm almost embarrassed to say how late I slept in. Whew. Alright, what we're doing is we're in Enid, Oklahoma, and normally I would go to the jobs page and pick a job, but what I'm going to do is just drive over here to this company, this Metal West, and I'm going to see what they have available, because the goal of today's video is not to make money, log miles, do all that stuff. We are exploring Oklahoma. Let's go see what kind of jobs are available at this Metal West. I don't know if it's because I haven't played in a while, but every time I touch the brakes, it just comes to a screeching halt. There's the external contracts. Alright, good. I don't know if I'm going to play this one too real. I might drive from the inside. I might drive from the outside. I haven't really decided. We're just checking out this new Oklahoma content. The new DLC that I just downloaded yesterday. I haven't played the game in a while. I started a travel TikTok with my wife to, not really to be famous, just to record our journeys for our children. We're having fun doing that. So we've been traveling and making TikToks, and I've been playing games, but I've been playing offline games on my laptop that I can't record. Well, maybe I could record, but I choose not to record. Because when I'm on vacation, I don't want to work. I want to just play. So I've been playing a lot of offline games that allow me to play offline. Which means I've been ignoring the big desktop in front of me, the recording and all that stuff. Plus I've had some health issues I've been dealing with for the last month or two, so I know, excuses, but I got reasons. But we're back playing today. I got on yesterday, I was on YouTube, and I noticed that someone said, hey, check out the new Oklahoma content, and I figured it was early release content, whatever, but... And it was early release, but the video I watched was only like 6 days old. I watched it yesterday, which was August 3rd. So even though the video was 6 days old when I watched it yesterday, he said the release date was August 1st. I was like, oh man, I didn't even realize Oklahoma had been released. I was 2 days late getting it because I wasn't paying attention. I've been so busy playing games on my laptop, I hadn't been up to... I don't even have an ATS installed on my laptop. I wasn't paying attention to the news or anything like that, so I was just playing my games offline and not even realizing that Oklahoma was there to be had. So when I saw that video, I watched a little bit of it, got sick of my stomach and couldn't stand it anymore, so I had to turn it off and go buy the game and did a job. There was an update recently, so I put myself in Texas, over in, not Amarillo, but somewhere up north, and got this job to Enid. And I figured I'd record this morning and see how this is going. I said I started doing a travel TikTok with my wife. It's not really about driving, it's about where we go when we go places, or where we visit when we go places. But I've been using my truck to pull an RV trailer, and I think playing this game has made me a better driver. I never really drove with a trailer before. I have in spots driven with a trailer, but not too much. Look, I don't mind if you go in front of me, but commit. Either go or stop. Don't go and then stop and then go. Just get out of the way. I think this game has made me a better driver with a trailer. I haven't had a single incident having to back into a spot at an RV park, at a campground. It's been all pretty easy going. I'm just going to talk about whatever, guys and girls. You just enjoy the scenery. This is the new Oklahoma DLC. I'm just going to ramble like I always do. But we've owned our trailer for about 6 months now, and we've been driving and taking trips pretty much every long weekend we can. And see, make sure my turn signal's off. Yeah. And Honestly, I don't even remember how many trips we've done. We've done so many. I mean, it's less than 10, but it might be getting close to 10 trips we've done already. And I haven't had a single problem backing up any place. As a matter of fact, on our last trip, we were picking a place to stop and eat. We left the campground, we bundled up, ready to come home, and had the trailer on the truck and decided to stop in a town to get some food. And we picked a restaurant that we wanted to try, and so we're sitting there, and I had Sherry pull up a Google image of the parking lot of the restaurant so I could see the parking lot, see if it was big enough to get in with the trailer or not. And I said, well, we'll try it. It was clearly big enough for the truck to get in with the trailer, but it wasn't made for like bus parking and truck parking, that kind of thing. So I said, well, we're just gonna drive by, because it's just gonna depend on how busy they are, whether we get there or not, get a spot or not. So we pulled in, and sure enough, there was quite a few cars there. It was probably half full, but there was a spot that was available, and I had to do a little maneuvering to get in there, and then I had to back up a little bit to scoot over, and well, I think this game helped me out right then and there, because I was able to get into a parking spot that I wouldn't have normally tried when the trailer and truck were brand new. And hey, this game is training me to be a better driver in the real world, believe it or not. My brother is a truck driver for Schneider. I've never seen his truck in person. I just keep up with him on Facebook, and he shares pictures of his truck, and I get a little excited. But I sent him an article the other day about I think it was Schneider, because I sent it to him because it was his company. Schneider did a test. They said that there are people who play this game that come to them wanting to be truck drivers. And what they've discovered over the long term is that people who play this game are better students at becoming truck drivers than people who just walk in off the street who haven't played this game. They specifically said American Truck Sim is teaching gamers to be better drivers, and that they're kind of ahead of the game when they start their training to become a truck driver. There's a distinct difference in the gamers versus the non-gamers when it comes to truck driving school. I thought that was pretty cool. Number one, because it's the game I play, and number two, because it was the company that my brother works for that put out that little article, press release, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty neat. So if you play this game and you want to be a truck driver, just understand that Schneider Trucking, they appreciate that you play this game, and they will actually give credit to the game for getting, I mean, you still got to do the training, you still got to learn how to drive a truck. It's not the exact same, but they're just saying when it comes to the basics and the physics of backing a trailer up, that if you play this game, it will help you out. I thought that was pretty cool. I guess it's kind of fitting. Skeleton Creek, what a cool name. I said that when we've been traveling, I've been playing exclusively on my laptop offline, because when you're going to these campgrounds, you rarely have good Wi-Fi, and I don't want to suck up all the personal hotspot coverage that I have on my phone by tapping into it. So I just play offline, but I've been playing a lot of Car Mechanic Simulator 21. And I've actually been considering playing Car Mechanic Simulator 21 on my YouTube channel just as a stream. I'm not sure if I want to or not. I tried a streaming video a couple weeks ago just to see how it would go, just off the cuff, trying to figure it out. And my volume was a little low on my microphone. It didn't quite work out perfectly, but I saved the video just as a reminder. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I don't know if the live stream makes a difference, but I don't know if the live stream makes a difference versus recording it and then editing it and posting it, but I think the only way I would do Car Mechanic Simulator on this YouTube channel is if I did it live stream. I don't think I would have the patience to play that game and edit it and post it the reason is when I'm playing this game, I'm not really talking about trucking all the time. I'm not talking about driving. I'm not talking about the game itself. I can talk about other stuff. Like, I've done videos where I have my daughter and my wife ride along in the cab with me and pretend it's a ride along. I've done videos where I talk about Abraham Lincoln or a book I read or a movie I saw or whatever just pops into my head. The problem with playing Car Mechanic Simulator and posting it on YouTube is that when I'm playing that game, it requires so much mental acuity. You have to think about what you're doing in the game or else you're going to miss something and it takes longer to play. I can't talk about other things while I'm playing that game, so it's not really much of a audible diary. It's more of a just a play-by-play of what I'm doing. Oh, I got to remember to put the the gas cap on, and completely made up sentence. You don't have to put a gas cap on in that game, but basically it's a play-by-play of what I'm doing as I'm trying to figure out what part to replace and what strategy to take to make the most money and all that stuff. It's more just a soundtrack to the game as opposed to being a diary talking about other stuff. So I'm not sure if that would work on YouTube, but if it does, it'll be in the live stream format. Ah, yes, the new Oklahoma DLC has rolling tollways. We have these in Illinois, but without the islands in between the lanes. This is called Turn Pass. Illinois, it's called I-Pass. It's like 3 lanes wide, and you just roll through at speed. You don't have to slow down to 40. But that's a new feature of the Oklahoma DLC in American Truck Sim, is the rolling tollway plazas. I don't think those have been in the game before. Let me know if you disagree. I don't really remember any, but that's an interesting new feature. I don't know, if you don't play this game, obviously you're watching this video because you play the game or you want to play the game. People who don't, let's just talk about the people who don't watch these videos, who don't understand this game. I mean, 99% of the world population doesn't understand why anybody would want to play a game where you pretend to be a truck driver. It's hard to explain. It's kind of realistic, it's kind of not. It's forgiving. But I've been playing this game not since it released. Oh, we're almost in Tulsa. Well, no, we just passed the sign. We are in Tulsa. We'll talk about weirdos who love this game after we get through Tulsa. I was just gonna say that the first time I drive through Tulsa, I gotta mention my godson lives in Oklahoma. I mean, he lives with his family. He's a teenager, but my wife's sister and her husband and their family live in Oklahoma, just south of Tulsa. I won't tell you what suburb it is. I've never been there. It's one of our dream trips that we want to do. Yeah, I know, our dream is to go to Tulsa. No, it's to visit family down there. They're busy with their lives. They have jobs and still in school and all that. They don't have the time to come up here as much as they'd like. But we're in a position where we could go down there, so it is one of our trips that we've planned, is to get down to Oklahoma and visit them. My godson Dan gets a shout out in my video today, and say hello. He's probably one of the people that don't understand playing a stupid game like this, but I love him, I love that whole family, and we'll say hello as we're traveling through Tulsa, because let me know how realistic it looks, Dan. Does that really look like Tulsa? It's kind of what I imagine Tulsa would look like. Get back on the road. Come on, get back on the road. It's kind of what I imagine Tulsa would look like. Not a huge downtown, like, skyscraper area, but a big spread out, medium-sized building city. Must be refineries over there, I'm guessing. All that Texas oil coming up and getting refined into gasoline up here. I cannot drive like this. It's so hard. We'll talk about Tulsa if we ever stop there, alright? Anyways, back to weirdos who like this game. Like I was saying, 99% of the population doesn't understand why people would want to play a trucking game, but oh, an under construction overpass. Yeah, I guess that is a clover leaf. Well, it's not really, no, it wouldn't be, it's not a clover leaf because there's the big interchange going over the top, so there must be 3 roads here somewhere. I didn't see them all. Hold on, let's look at the map real quick. It's 2 roads that cross, I-44 and Route 75. I'm not even paying attention to where I'm going. But that big overpass they're building is like diagonal like this, right? It's like a completely made up, I mean, they should at least put a, what's it connecting? There's no 3rd road. It's just a interchange that looks like it's under construction, but if you look at the map on a further out view, there's really no road that it can connect. A clover leaf will work just fine. You don't need that Skyway bridge going over the top or whatever. It's new Oklahoma. They got new stuff to show off. You know, that's what I was going to say about this game is, you know, I've been playing it not since it released, but for a long time. I played the game back when it was just California and, was it Nevada? There was only 2 or 3 states in the original version of this game. California, Nevada, maybe Arizona. And I loved the game from day one. I just loved the trucks. It was for me it was about the trucks. I used the Coast to Coast mod for a long time in when I first started the game. That was even before I had the YouTube channel. But I would play the game just because I love the trucks. And then, you know, they started adding the state by state. You know, they went to New Mexico and Oregon and, you know, Washington, and now we have Idaho and Montana and Colorado and Wyoming, and I mean, we just have the whole West practically now. We're almost, I mean, a couple more states will be up to the Mississippi. But early on in the game, a lot of the cities were cookie cutter. There was 3 or 4 versions of a city, and LA looked like Seattle, or I don't know specifically if that's true, but a lot of the cities looked the same. But in the old game, you had a lot of the cities that looked the same. It was cookie cutter cut out, and LA didn't look like LA. It was just a big city in the game. Where now the game has gotten so big and popular that I'm preaching to the choir, right? You guys all know this, but the people who on the outside don't understand is that now San Francisco looks like San Francisco. It's got the bridge, it's got the exits, it's got the water in all the right places. LA looks like LA. Seattle looks like Seattle. All these cities look like the cities they're supposed to represent on the ground. Even Las Vegas has changed. It used to be cookie cutter, and now they have the interstate and the strip. I love that SCS has gone back and actually updated the old states, because they could have left California like it was, the way it was built when they released the game, and we wouldn't have said anything. Well, maybe we would have, but imagine if San Francisco wasn't as detailed and similar to the real city as it is right now. I mean, back then it was just a cookie cutter placeholder, and you made your delivery and you moved on because it wasn't interesting to visit. But now the game has gotten so big and detailed, and it's just awesome. Let's get some sleep. Every time they do new content, like they just released Oklahoma, they've got, I mean, look, they've got center rest stops where you can, I still don't like these rest stops. I just think they're a bad design. That's not the game's fault. That's just whatever. You could almost use that as a U-turn. You could go in one side and go out the other. If you were confused, you might get turned around and end up going the wrong way of the interstate. They should have it divided down the center so you can't go the wrong way. But whatever. It's an island rest stop in the middle of the interstate. So that's a thing that wasn't in the game before Oklahoma was released. So now they can go back if they wanted to add this somewhere else. Let's say there was a rest stop like this in real life in like the middle of Nevada. They could take this asset from Oklahoma and go put it in that spot in Nevada in a future update. And they don't even charge us for that. They just do the updates after the fact. The game developers, the game makers, the game, whoever it is making those decisions are doing a great job, because adding a state like Oklahoma costs me, well, it should have cost me, I think, $12, $13. I got it on a bit of a discount. I should make a video about how I got it discounted when it was brand new. There's a little trick to that. You know what? I will make a video. Someone remind me to make a video about how to get new content discounted. But every time they add a state, I pay $12 or whatever it is, $13. And it affects the game for a long time. I think it's good value for money paying $13 for a state, for Oklahoma or for Kansas or for Texas, because they take those assets that they created to make those states to make the old states better. And it's why I love this game. I can't wait. Me and my buddy at work, Cop Out, he asked me the other day, he's like, what do you think the next state will be? How do you think they're going to do New England when they come up with all these small states? And they can't keep going one state at a time. Once they get, I mean, out west it's easy because states are big, but once they go east of the Mississippi, the states get smaller, and yeah, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, those will all be one state at a time. But once you get to the Northeast, Maryland and Delaware are probably going to be released together. Vermont and New Hampshire are probably going to be released together. Yeah, New York might be by itself, and who knows, Maine might be by itself. Maybe New England gets released as a whole, who knows, but just the anticipation of seeing how they're going to do things the way they do it is just fascinating to the weirdo players like us who actually play the game. And it's just sad that the people outside the game don't understand the complexities of this game, because it's set in the world of trucking and people just don't get it. Whatever. Oh, that is another thing. I mentioned traveling with a truck. I just have a regular pickup truck. I think I showed my desktop on one video. I was doing one of my non-gaming videos where I was showing people how to do stuff with World of Trucks, and I think a picture of my truck on my desktop, the computer on my desktop, sneaked into one of the videos. I just have a Dodge Ram 1500. It's fully maxed out for towing, so I love my truck. I pull a small-ish RV trailer, and I had no idea how much the tolls were going to go up on toll roads. Pulling a trailer like that, it's a double axle, so I have 4 axles now going down the tollway roads. And here in Illinois, a toll, I don't even know, it was like $1.50 or whatever it was. Now I'm paying like 4 times as much. Now my tolls are like $4 every toll I go through, just pulling a trailer. Oh, just those little things that you don't realize are going to change when you're pulling a trailer. Like the exponentially more expensive tolls. In this game, that last toll was $13 for this truck. It is 4 or 5, get back in the lane, 6, 7 axles on this setup. $13. But I'm making, what was it, $16 a mile, so I think we'll do okay. We are an hour out from our stop, and I have not stopped jaw-jacking the whole time I've been playing this game. I really hope the audio on this works out, because the last time I recorded on Audacity, I was doing a stream, and I hope I got it all set up to record this, because if not, I just wasted a bunch of talking. I hope it recorded correctly so I can actually use it. One more thing before I go. The last hour, it's only going to take 3 minutes to get this hour of trip done, but there is one thing that frustrates me so much. I talked about the big YouTuber I saw that played this game that, learned me that the Oklahoma DLC had been released. I get so frustrated when I talk good about SCS as a company. I'll talk bad about them now. I get so frustrated when they hire big YouTubers to play this game that don't normally play this game. They'll pay the big time YouTubers to come out here and be like, oh, here's the game, here's the release. And within minutes of starting the game, or starting their drive, they say something to the effect of, well, I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm not sure if, this is a new freight. And I'm not sure if this is, well, I don't know what the differences are in this update. And it's just so frustrating. I'm watching the video of someone play the game that doesn't play the game. And SCS is paying them to broadcast and showcase their new content. And the first thing out of the idiot's mouth is, I don't know what's new in this game, and I don't know how blah blah blah, because he's so busy playing other stuff, and he's great at playing other games. I watch his content all the time, but it's so frustrating that they pay him to play this game, because if they weren't paying him to play the new content, then he wouldn't be playing it at all. It just really frustrates me that the big YouTubers get like these fancy like steering wheel setups and button boxes and dash cameras and all this other stuff, and I'm like playing this game, and I know the complexities of this game. I've helped people with connecting their American Truck Sim profiles to their World of Truck content, and this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about when he plays the game. He just gets paid to play it, and it's just a little... I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, though. Like, I've had some health issues this summer, and it's kept me from playing the game as much as I'd like. But the weird thing is, I was looking at stats. I had as many views in a month. I had like more views in a regular month than I typically get when I'm posting videos like all the time. Like I had to take some time off, and I wasn't posting videos for like a month and a half. I had a bunch set up in advance, so you might not have noticed that I wasn't playing because the videos were scheduled to be released evenly spread out throughout the summer, but I didn't play for like almost 2 or 3 months. I just got ahead because I knew I was going to be traveling a lot. And so when I looked at my stats, it had been a month since I had released a video, but my views and subscribers and all that stuff were still increasing and still like strong. And I was like telling my wife, I was like, I can't believe these guys and girls are supporting my channel like they are. But I had one video that was pretty helpful. I found a little thing on the launch pad of this game that I thought was interesting. The button was grayed out, but you could still click it. So I was like, I'm going to do a video real quick and just show people that this is a thing. And that video just blew up. Like, my most popular video for years has been a tourist bus simulator video, which I never understood why it was popular, because I hate that game. I don't hate it, it's just really boring. And I didn't play it for long, but the first couple videos of that series were like super popular. And so now my video of me helping people connect their American Truck Sim profiles to their World of Truck profiles, those videos are becoming more and more popular, and people are actually saying hello and thanking me and all that stuff. And I just really think it's great that you guys make those videos popular. It makes me feel like I'm actually helpful in the video gaming community instead of just playing here, putting stupid videos up and hoping someone pays me $1 million someday to make a video. Yeah, big thank you to everybody watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. I guess I should say that more often. When I started my channel, I said, I'm never going to tell you guys to like and subscribe and like and subscribe and like and subscribe. I just didn't like that. But all the little people that tell you how to make your videos better and your channels better, they all say, remind people to like and subscribe. Remind people, remind people. I don't know, I hate doing that, but this game in particular was really just made to be a video diary of my life, so that my family will have stuff to listen to hear my voice after I'm dead and gone. You know, 50 years from now. I plan on living to 120, so this game was never meant to be too serious. It was never meant to be a popular channel. It was just meant to be, hey, I'm playing video games, why not just post it? I'm surprised more people don't post their stuff. If you guys are interested, leave me a comment, let me know. I haven't paid a lot of money to broadcast my stuff, to record. All of the stuff I use for my gaming is free downloads, free software. I use Audacity to record the voice track. I use a video editing software that it has a free version, which someone could use to record their stuff and get it posted. I could do videos on that stuff if you wanted me to. I just haven't felt led or needed or wanted to have that done. This is Idabel. I should probably be driving outside. This is Idabel, Oklahoma. I've never heard of Idabel, but here it is, folks. I've never felt like I needed to do video editing or audio capture or how I do my thing, but it is all free. I haven't really spent any money. The little bit of money that I did spend was on my video capture software. I paid for a lifetime premium editing membership or whatever that's called. And there's actually YouTube videos out there now of people complaining about that company, because there are people like me who paid for lifetime memberships who don't get upgraded content now. There is a free version of that software that you could use, which includes music and editing controls that are pretty cool. I will tell you one thing, buying this new monitor has been a dream come true. I was thinking I needed to upgrade my computer. I've had this computer, I built this computer in like 2019 maybe? Maybe it was 2017, I don't even remember. It's old, it's 5 years old, it's over 5 years old at least, maybe 6. I thought I needed to upgrade the computer, get a better video card, better. I was just thinking, oh, I need upgrades, I need upgrades, I need upgrades. Turns out, just me upgrading my monitor made my videos better. Going from 1080p to not even 4K. I just went to 2K. From 1080p to 2160, whatever it's called, whatever that number is for 2K. Made a huge difference. I didn't have to change my graphics card. I didn't have to upgrade my recording software or anything like that. I just did some settings changes to tell them that my monitor was different, and everything's been awesome. Alright, I am not a truck driver. I am actually a police officer. I've never told anybody that. We'll make that the special content in this video. Only the dozens of you who watch this video will know that I am not a truck driver. I'm actually a cop for in my real life. But I've watched a couple of videos, and people disagree about when to use the hazards when you're making the delivery. Some people say they should be on the whole time you're in the yard. Other content guys say that they should only be when you're in reverse. I actually have a buddy who just retired, and he actually became a truck driver. I should just ask him. I don't bother my brother with questions because I know he's just working and trying to make a living. I don't need to bother him with video game questions. But my buddy from work who retired and became a truck driver, I feel like I could ask him that question. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I set this up right or not. This might be a disaster. Alright, let's see if I can get this thing in there. That's right, I had a buddy who was a cop and retired and became a truck driver. He actually called me after he retired and asked for recommendations of companies. He's like, hey man, do you have any recommendations for companies I should go drive for? I'm like, dude, it's not so much that there's good companies, there's just bad ones to avoid. Maybe there's good ones and I just don't know, but I told him to avoid Swift. I'm like, even Swift has its good things. Like, they'll train you to drive. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. What am I doing? I'm talking instead of thinking. I'm screwing this up so bad. This is horrible. You know what? I'm gonna edit all this out because this is complete garbage. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is awful. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, I'm Old Guy Gamer. This is American Truck Sim. This is the new Oklahoma content, and I am in Idabel, I think it's called. Yeah, Idabel, Oklahoma. Stay tuned. There'll be more Oklahoma content. And this was a nice, smooth ride. I got to talk the whole time. I don't know if there'll be any editing out of content. I don't think there was a mile-long stretch or I wasn't chatting about something. So hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you don't. Or just leave me a comment to say hello. Give me a chance to see your screen name on my comment block. I like saying hello to people. Let me know who you are and what you do and where you're from and all that stuff. I'll say hello. Trust me, I won't bite. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I hate doing that, but, you know, gotta remind people. You guys go watch some more videos, and I'll go play some more games. Bye.